right now for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers is a can of Sweeney's roach poison from the 1950s out of Missouri. And you can get modern rat poison. Sodium fluoride kills roaches, water bugs, crickets, silverfish. Just a powder you put out, 40% sodium fluoride. Dead, dead, dead. And, of course, everyone who works at water treatment plants knows this. I have family in East Texas one of them runs the water treatment plant in the small town. And they know full well they're told to buy it by the city council. It comes in from China. And they use it as bug poison for fire ants. You put a teaspoon of that on a fire ant bed, and they just walk through it. They're dead. Nothing stops it. It's so deadly. But your children are drinking it. And I have to sit here and be the conspiracy theorist kook when all I'm doing is showing you facts. Show it again. Put it back up on screen right there. Now, the little scientist, the little egghead eugenicist, you notice you see in sitcoms and dramas and in mainstream news, maybe we should only have one child in America. Maybe we should have no children. New York Times last week headline, The Last Generation, written by the eugenicist, Dr. Peter Singer, telling you having children, period, is bad. There needs to be taxes on having children. This is what everything is about. Now, you may like having your fertility lowered. You may like getting bone cancer. You may like getting thyroid malfunction, now epidemic. You may like your pancreas burning out associated with sodium fluoride. You may like diabetes. I don't like it, and I don't want it in my water because here's the new deal. 4 years ago, the federal government approved fluoride as a poison on crops. It's now being used as a pesticide, and it's such a small particulate, it goes right through the plant membrane, right through the cell wall, and precipitates into the plant. So see, there's no, in fact, people won't believe that. Search engine the term right now. EPA authorizes fluoride to be sprayed on crops, and now it's being sprayed nationwide as a poison. As a poison. Let me tell you something. You spray sodium fluoride on those crops and a bug takes one bite, dead. Dead. And then it precipitates into the soil, and the plants, if you didn't know this, pull up heavy metals, pull up toxins. Why do you think half of corn syrup products, Washington Post reported, full of mercury? Because they're dumping mercury in the fertilizer on the crops, because the fertilizer is the byproduct of the oil industry, and they use mercury and they use sodium fluoride in the cracking of the oil, and it's also a byproduct of the oil. It's so toxic, and they dump it on our food crops, and it's a big joke to the elite. You're being poisoned by design. The public isn't just dumbed down because of TV and culture. The public is brain damaged. In fact, I saw a study just last week, major government study. IQs are down for some reason all over Western Europe and the United States. Not test scores, not laziness is up. No. Actual IQs are down. We're dumb. Put that back up. No, that's live virus spray on meats. Viral meat spray advancing food safety. At about 2,000 to 3,000 times the level of what those normal viruses are. It's actually a vaccine. That's ABC News. They spray on your meat. And I'm not getting into radiated food, GMO. That's another subject, okay? It's guaranteed that sodium fluoride is a deadly cumulative poison. And it's a soft kill. It kills you slowly. Arthritis, all of it's connected to it because it precipitates out in the bones. The Indians are about to pull it out of their water. No, search engine, EPA approves. It was FDA too, but EPA approves fluoride to be put on crops. I want them to see that. It was 4 years ago, but it'll come up. You know, I didn't even take calls really last week to the last two segments, and I don't even know what I'm going to do today because I haven't even gotten into the news. I just get into one subject like fluoride, and I'm going to sit here and talk about it, I think, the rest of the show, and just show you mainstream news, documents, the periodic chart, you know, all the facts. How many scientists have I had on? How many brain surgeons to tell you this? I mean, how many government documents do I have to show you where they're bragging about what they're doing to you? I could play Fox News with the government proposing putting lithium in the water to make us behave ourselves. I guess they've conquered Afghanistan to get lithium, not for batteries, but to spike your water. A dangerous, heavy metal, toxic chemical. an antipsychotic, and the Japanese and U.S. government are openly floating the balloon, thinking you're so dumb already on so many other drugs they put in your water and food that they can talk about lithium in your hind end. Is that funny, police? You like somebody sticking nerve poison, an excitotoxin in your water? You like that? You think it's funny when somebody walks up and warns you about it in a restaurant? Is that how brain damaged and brainwashed you are? What about the rest of you out there? The truth is, I'm the one that sees straight. The truth is, I'm the one that's red-blooded. The truth is, I'm the one that's not under mind control. Now, let me tell you what else I warned you about. Here's Tech World today. Obama internet kill switch plans approved by U.S. Senate. Up on Drudge Report right now. And it says that the government could totally take the web over for any reason. It creates these high school initiatives with these giant government cybersecurity branches of people spying. It integrates with the FCC, putting black boxes in all our homes and in ISPs, tracking everything we look at on the web and blocking whatever they feel like. Worse than communist China. Drudge also linked to this as his top story this morning from prisonplanet.com. Obama can shut down internet for 4 months under new emergency powers before Congress even looks at it. I mean, you talk about red level, folks. I can't even believe this is happening. I cannot believe my country. It's one thing to know this is all happening and that it's being planned, but it's another thing to see it actually being enforced. And again, Obama is going to shut the internet off. And other presidents, during little emergencies, they stage. Oh, look, Al-Qaeda hit the web, but we were able to shut the web off for a few days, and then that sets the precedent that it's okay. That's how they do it. It's going to be the same thing with their FEMA camps, their emergencies, how they're talking about evacuations in the Gulf. It just sets all these unconstitutional parameters. It's now come out that Elena Kagan was involved with that Alabama governor. And it came out that he was completely innocent and they had to release him from prison, and that Bush and Karl Rove had sent him to prison for political reasons. They just set it up, and it turns out she was one of the people instrumental in helping it happen. I mean, that's the type of monsters that we're talking about here. I mean, look at this. Look at this article right here. Lieberman, bill would strip citizenship of citizens, allow secret, indefinite detention for any reason, including intelligence gathering. That bill is set to pass the U.S. Senate. Here's another one. New bill gives Obama kill switch to shut down the internet. Again, dovetailing with that. Look at Canada. G20 law gives police sweeping powers to arrest people. And reporters we know and have interviewed were just arrested for just being there on the street. Cops would walk over. In fact, I had one of the headlines here. Let me find it. I covered it Friday. Here it is. Secret law lets police arrest people for no reason. That's out of the Ottawa Citizen. But that's the issue. I mean, I took my kids to the Paramount yesterday with my parents to see the old Errol Flynn Robin Hood. Good, clean, old-fashioned movie about standing up against tyranny. And the overtaxation, the corruption, based on true legends. And you've got the brother of the king while the king's been basically held ransom in Europe. And he just says, take him away and execute him. No judge, no jury, just take him away. The movie starts with them having to swear out fake death sentences for people. But by the end, it's just kill whoever, kill, no death sentence, no nothing, no formality, just kill. Just take them away. Just take him away. That's going on in Europe. That's going on here. Here's another one from Salon. How many Americans are targeted for assassination? And the article goes through how a few years ago they said, well, we'll kill Americans if the Pentagon says they're working with Taliban or Al-CIA to Al-Qaeda overseas. And now they just, with small little changes, said, we'll kill whoever we want anytime. We'll send in black ops squads. We'll send in private contractors. We'll kill any American citizen anywhere we want, and the Israelis can come in America and kill U.S. citizens whenever they want. Ladies and gentlemen, when they get rid of the Bill of Rights and Constitution, when they get rid of the Declaration of Independence, that's the shield for all of you. That protects all of us. They want tyranny so they can take all your pension funds. They want tyranny so they can conscript your children to be imperial stormtroopers in a global army to have their arms and legs blown off. They want tyranny so they can secure all their ill-gotten gains. Tyranny will target every one of you out there listening, and all of you good old boys and yuppies and people who think you're part of the establishment. You better count the cost right now and decide which side you're on, liberty or tyranny. You better decide whether you're going to get off the bench and be part of the second American Revolution against tyranny to restore the republic, or whether you're going to sit there and suck your thumb and let all of this come to fruition. We need intelligent, able-bodied men and women who understand what's going on, doctors, lawyers, scientists, others, police officers, to stand up and be heard now. Now is the time.